Hey everybody, it's Glidercat and it's time to play. In today's video, I have a first look at a game called Stardeus. The developer provided me with a press key so that I could put this content together for you, so my thanks goes out to him for that. Now, at time of this recording, there is a free demo of Stardeus available on both Steam and itch.io, or itch.io as some people call it. I'm not sure how long the demo is going to be available, so definitely go check that out, and soon, if this looks like a game that you would be interested in playing. Now, there is also a Kickstarter campaign currently underway for Stardeus as I post this, so I'll put a link to that in the description. You can check that out. Now let's dive right in and take a look at the most recent game trailer that was put together for the Kickstarter campaign. Then we'll come back and talk more about Stardeus. Here we go with the trailer. Okay, that was the trailer. Now, Stardeus has been on my wish list since January of this year. It's 2021 as I post this. And I've been following the game for at least that long. I think I've known about it even before I put it on my wish list. I've only recently had the chance to play, and I have about 10 hours into the game as I record this, and I can tell you that I really, really enjoy playing. So what is Stardeus all about? Now, there's a ton of information describing the game and the game's mechanics on the official website. I'll put a link to that in the description as well. But let me give you my take on Stardeus after playing it again for about 10 hours. Now, in the scenario that I played, the starting scenario, and there's going to be several to choose from when you start the game, but the one I played, you start aboard some floating fragments of what was once a very large spaceship. And on board this tattered ship remain a few construction robots that can assist you in scavenging the resources and debris floating nearby and help you in the task of rebuilding your ship. Now, these robot companions, they're plenty comfortable in the cold vacuum of space, so the fact that your spaceship is in shambles doesn't bother them a bit, and they only require electricity and some occasional maintenance to keep them operating, and it's not hard to get the electricity produced and get going with that, so they will be at your side right from the beginning of the game, helping you reassemble your ship. Now, also surviving on the ship is a large stasis array kind of machine that's holding hundreds of colonists in a suspended state. Now, unlike your robots, these colonists won't fare so well in the cold vacuum of space. So, before they emerge from stasis, either expectedly or unexpectedly, and they can pop out of stasis unexpectedly for a number of different reasons. But before they do pop out, you're going to need to build a sealed off area on your ship where you can set up oxygen production and some heating as well so they don't freeze to death, because they are humans, not machines. And once they do emerge from stasis, assuming you've got, the conditions set up right for them to survive, your colonists will also pitch in and help you rebuild your ship. But they bring along with them a long list of needs that must be looked after, in addition to the atmospheric conditions, including food, sleep, quarters, and hygiene. So you're going to be kept quite busy looking after all of their various needs if you want to keep them happy, productive, and most importantly, alive. It won't be easy. Also on board your derelict vessel is your ship computer, and this is a critical piece of equipment on your ship. As you play on, you'll need to augment it with additional disk storage, memory, and processors in order to move up the tech tree. And while we're on the subject of the tech tree, here's a quick look at the tech tree in Stardeus as it exists at the time of this video. I expect it will be fleshed out even further as development of the game progresses. And again, we're looking at Stardeus about a year out from the planned early access release, so you can expect some significant changes and enhancements to be delivered along the way. And the tech tree is usually fertile ground for enhancement in these early games. So to summarize, in Stardeus, you'll be rebuilding your spaceship, leveraging a fleet of construction robots and colonists to perform the dozens of tasks taking place on board. You'll be looking after the needs of your growing colony and constantly making decisions on how best to deploy both humans and machines while on your journey. And once you have your ship in flying condition, you'll be exploring a large, procedurally generated universe with multiple systems to explore and exploit for resources. And while you're doing that exploring and trying to keep all of your systems running, you'll be reacting to several unforeseen events, both good and bad, that the game tosses your way. So for example, maybe a random space pod will land on your ship, you'll crack it open, and it provides you with a brand new construction robot that you can use. Kind of a nice little gift from the void of space, unexpected and welcome. Or maybe a mysterious egg on your ship will hatch, unleashing several face-hugging creatures straight out of the Alien movies that will then proceed to attack and kill the colonists that you've been so carefully trying to keep alive. Now, even at this early stage, Stardeus is a ton of fun. I can tell, even after only playing for about 10 hours, as I mentioned, that it's one of those games that you're going to want to keep playing over and over again, right? Because there's countless ways in which you can go about building out your ship and leveraging that combination of colonists and robots that you're traveling with. Also, with the different events that the game throws at you, those are going to be randomly generated as well, as I understand it. So each time you play is going to be a different learning experience. And now after, my first 10 hours playing a single session or a single game, and I'm not done, I could keep going, but I've already got that kind of itch to kind of start again and apply the stuff I've learned from my first little mini 10 hours of playing. And it's just one of those kind of games where you're going to want to keep going at it, refining your strategy, starting a new game, seeing how far you can get, and optimize your approach. So the game has clearly been designed to keep you on your toes. I think Stardeus is going to be a huge hit. There's a lot of work left to do on it. I know the developer's got a pretty long runway of features and enhancements he's got planned for the game. So yeah, it's one I'm really looking forward to. And with that, I think we'll wrap up our first look video here, but keep in mind that I've really only just scratched the surface of Stardeus. I said it before, I'll say it again, I really enjoyed playing this game, and if you want to watch some of my own gameplay, I'll be posting a Let's Play series shortly after this video posts, so keep an eye out for that. I'll also put a few links for the game in the description, and if you follow the link to the official Stardeus website that I mentioned earlier, there you're going to find links to the Discord, Twitch streams, the Kickstarter campaign, Reddit, every link you can imagine that's related to the game you can find on the official game's website. So definitely check that one out if you want to learn more. And for those who might be new to the Glidercat channel, this video is part of my first look playlist. And it's where I feature a ton of cool upcoming games. So I highly recommend you browse through that list because I know you'll find more cool games in there, just like Stardeus, that interest you. There'll be a link to that playlist in the description as well, so really don't miss out on it. There's just a ton of cool games coming out right now, and a ton of them are in that playlist. And for now, this is Glidercat saying thanks so much for watching. Your views are oh so very important to a tiny channel like mine. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.